Hello everybody, my name is Nexus. Welcome back to my channel. Now, before I get hit by a car, let me get out on the road and let's get on our way. Now, there's a hell of a lot going on in the world. I don't know what I've talked about. I haven't wrote down or, remembered any of the videos I have put up already. I know they were mainly talking about the world, the Trump, the hurricane. Well, there's a whole lot I talk about. And a lot of the videos I don't put up. I don't know why, I just don't. Now, let's see here. What should we talk about today? I have no fucking idea. I don't really know. Now, if you haven't already noticed, my videos, my channel, it is not a safe space. I do not give a flying fuck about anything because I'm still going to make them. If you don't like them, you're probably not going to watch them. And if you looked at my videos, I do more than just comment on the world. I play my games. Me and my friends cook. We do video, we do more than just... I do more than just these videos. Now, as you can tell, I'm on my way to town again. So the only times I ever really make these videos because there's no one really around except for the people on the road, and the people on the road are amazing, am I right? Ha! A lot of them are dumbasses. A lot of them can call me a dumbass. That's fine. I don't really care. But I believe I'm a pretty good driver. I believe I'm a pretty good driver. I don't really care. As long as I'm in my lane on the road, I am fine. I am as fine as cool wine. Hello. A lot of people are nice. A lot of people here are nice. It's the people that don't understand that you should be nice to others. A lot of people understand that. A lot of people are nice to others. It just depends. It just really, really depends on who you talk to. Now. Let's get this video started off. Like, comment, follow me on Twitter. Whole lot of stuff. I post on Twitter every now and again. I post pictures. Dear. Hello, dear. That was a little. Hello, dear. That would have been a really awkward kind of thing if we actually did have one. That'd be a really awkward video. It's a bag on the road. Okay. What? Should I talk about that? Should I talk about people leaving their garbage in the road? Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about people that leave their garbage in the road. Now, I've been to towns, I've been to cities, and I've been to the capital of certain states, and I find them, some of them pretty nice. Every town, every place has its bad side, every place has its good side, but let's talk about the garbage that people decide to leave in the road. A lot of people, they don't think two shits about it. They just run over it and get rid of it. Just run it over, do the stuff. They just drive. Well, a lot of people. Hello, son. A lot of people like to put tacks, nails, and other useless shit in cardboard. They put glass in bags and throw them out there. They're hoping to pop your tires. So this is a little friendly tip. Be cautious on what you decide to run over in the road. Everybody has a choice to either miss it or not. Sometimes you can't miss it. But always be cautious. Always be cautious with those stuff in the road. I gotta get something out of my eye. Probably an eyelash. Always be cautious of what's in the road. Always be cautious of the pedestrians. My English, I swear to God. I grew up and went to the wrong goddamn school. There's probably worse, but I probably went to the wrong school for English, at least. But when you're driving, and this is a friendly driver tip, stay on the road. I know, because last night I didn't make a video on my way home. I didn't. So I found out that this dumbass was driving in my lane. And not just, on ongoing traffic. He was coming into oncoming traffic. And I'm like, I wonder why he's in my lane. He was just driving in my lane. Like, not all the way in the lane, but far enough over to where I had to swerve. It wasn't bad. It was just, sometimes people swerve and go in the lane. Sometimes people aren't really paying attention. It just happens. Now, those people, hopefully he got home. I'll be glad if he got home. I'll be sad if he didn't. But I didn't hear any wrecks. I didn't see anything on the news, so he got home quite fine and well. What's the deal with those cones? What is the deal with those cones? You probably don't know if it's not in your towns. In my town, there are these cones, and they're like nailed into the pavement. And I'll show you willingly. There, if it will flip. I guess my phone won't flip. Give me a second and I will show you. My phone will not let me flip. That is a shame. But either way, there's these like plastic cones that is like stuck to the road by this long metal bar. Now in some cases they're good. In other cases, they can disrupt traffic. Very, very much so. Like, where, like, there's a certain spot where I can turn to get into a gas station. And everybody, you used to slow down, you pull over, and there you are. You're in the turning lane for that. Well, instead of that, they just run it. They just ran it all the way up to where you couldn't. And that's really bad. And I mean, it's a good idea, but they just took it a little too far. Like, for that. Like, I don't understand why. I don't know why, like, they had to do it. In some places, it's open, specifically for you to turn like that. Others, you can't. You're screwed. I obey all the traffic laws. I just don't understand why they had to do that. I mean, it just makes it a little harder for people to turn into certain gas stations, hotels. You have to go all the way down, turn, come all the way back. Now, they're good and bad. It just depends on where they're put. I mean, here they're put in a lot of bad places. But it happens. It's just a downside of the shits that they put up. I heard, and I watched a video on it the other day, someone tried, and I don't know if it's true, but I watched the video on the situation. I saw it happen on the video. This guy was hiding in the woods, and he was waiting for the presidential, I want to call it convoy, or it was something like that, because it was the motorbikes, the police officers, the squads, it was all that stuff, and they were driving, and as soon as the president passed, or at least, his motorcade, that little couple different, cars, as soon as he passed, this white, shitty car comes barreling out of the woods, and because, thank God, there was a culvert there, or a ditch, if you want to call it, he slammed his car into the ditch, and because it was in the ditch, it broke, I think, the axle, or it might have shoved the radiator into the motor. I don't know. It looked pretty brutal, and the cops did a U-turn, a U-turn, and when they did that, they got out and they're like, what the hell? And this guy comes walking up and he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was just driving and I saw them, so I pulled over. No, that road was spotless. Nobody was there. That guy completely, and regardless, he was doing something he wasn't supposed to. And I mean, he comes barreling out of there. That was awful. If someone can find me anything on that, I would love to hear it. I mean, really, that guy, I want to know what happened to that guy. I want to know, if he's in jail or whatever or something. Because it looked like he was on a mission. He came flying out of those woods. That was funny. I mean, you just have to be a special kind of stupid to do that. Like, really, you don't pick on a motorcade like that. You don't pick on that. And I mean, there's like a whole lot of shit that I wish someone like understood that those cars are made to withstand stupid people. Those drivers are specially trained to avoid those kind of incidences. And you're not going to get anywhere close like that. Not by far. If you magically do, you are going to get run off the road, if not gunned down. Like, they don't take that shit lightly. My ear. I think I got an ear infection. Something. Ear feels weird. Like it's waterlogged. It's a lot harder to guess, what people's motives are. But I stand firm. Take the red pill. Don't take the blue pill. Take the red pill. It's like, sitting there. Why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill? At least you get to sit in harmony and, well, not harmony. You get to sit in your own little world and think, you're special in your own way and, you're with the group. Well, let me tell you, it's not how the world works. When you take the red pill, your eyes open. And when I say take the red pill, you don't get bought into the bullshit that the left, or I want to call it the left, I guess it can be anything. Basically, the ways of the libtards, or whatever you want to call them. See, there's 100,000 ways to say the same damn thing in the English dictionary. But those people think that everybody's special. Everybody has their own story. How I see it is everybody has their own story. Everybody's the hero of their own story. Don't get caught up in someone else's. It's like with life. You don't worry about everybody else coming in your life. You worry about the people that stay. Now, yeah, things can go bad with any kind of president, any kind of political figure, but the president is not the only one up there. You also gotta, you gotta look, you gotta see. He's not the only one making the decisions. He's based, to me, I see him as the king of the idiots for 4 to 8 years, depending on the situation. He's the king of the idiots, the king of all the people that are able and easily to be bought out. Now, you could make it a lot easier. You could just elect the right people. Now, a lot of people just don't want to change. People are afraid of change. Change is not bad. Change is good. Being progressive to a different extent of not doing, hurting other people's feelings. Now that I don't understand. You have to hurt people's feelings. Everybody's gonna get hurt one way or another. It's just when you can't always live in a bubble. You can't always live in a safe space, like they want to call it. Safe spaces do not exist, and if they do, and where they do exist, like they like to say they do, is just people who run around and call other people idiots and trash, and they're hurting other people, and they're doing it in the sake because they say they hurt them. That's kind of stupid. I saw on the other day that these people in a public campus, it was public school, well, public college, they were, my hair is weird, and a hat, and glasses. But, they were just, they were handing out flyers, they were doing their own kind of protest, and this security person, or someone with the on the campus, comes walking up and says, you can't do it here. This is reserved. This is a reservable spot. And he's like, okay, well, we can go and get it reserved. And he's like, that's good. Now you need to go over to the free speech zone way over there. And he's like, way over there in between those, those two trees and those two signs or whatever. And they're like, well, okay, that don't seem like a problem, but we want to do it here. We're already here. And he's like, well, you got to go or I got to call cops. And they're like, well, this is a free campus. And why do we have to do all that stuff if we come here? And, like, it kind of spirals down. Like, I can see where if it's reservable and stuff like that, you can do that. But many places don't really enforce those laws and rules. I know that for a fact. I went to schools. I went to a high school and I went to a trade school, and I've been to a couple campuses with some friends of mine that goes to colleges like those, or sort of like that, public colleges. And they don't give two shits what you do as long as nobody really reports you on anything wrong, or if you're being neglective and that kind of stuff. And they weren't really doing anything wrong. They were just handing out flyers saying free speech is good. Free speech is what we need in the country. Free speech is covered by, I think, our First Amendment. I can't remember, but we never talked about it in my high school. I gotta get a book. I gotta get stuff like that, like a book that has all the laws and rules and shit. But yeah, it's just how the stuff goes. Now I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna head into somewhere and pick up some things. I'll see y'all in a second.